Well, good Friday morning, everyone. It's garden tour time. So let's see what's going on in the garden this week. All right, y'all. So our dandelions are doing good, all nice and big and healthy. The purple cone flowers are still growing like a weed. The parsley is just nice and healthy. And here's our first zucchini. Doing well. Still having some male flowers in there. And there's some Spanish lavender I put in there. And then here's our next dandelion. And I kind of separated the zucchini by one grow bag so it'll help with not overshadowing each other. And I also trim back some of the leaves each week. And so here's our second zucchini, doing well. In fact, there is one of our female zucchini getting ready. It's just growing along. And then here's one of the calendula about ready to bloom. And zinnias getting ready to have a new bloom. And then the currant bush is staying all nice and filled out, doing really well. And then under here we've got purple coneflower and another marigold and some mint and calendula. And then here's our next zucchini, doing well. And y'all, look at this pumpkin. I came out to all these flowers this morning. This pumpkin is just growing like a weed. It's loving this spot, let me tell you. I'm gonna have to add another pole soon. It's gonna be kind of like the dill was, y'all. Isn't that so pretty, all those flowers? And then here is our next marigold and zinnia. Isn't that so pretty? And there's a purple coneflower down there. And then y'all, we had another zinnia bloom this week. And our first marigold bloomed. And then here's our last zucchini. So let's take you over to the other side. What I decided to do on this other side is kind of spread it out so it's not all bunched up and it looks pretty. Okay, so our first item on the list is the rosemary and mint, doing really well. And then we have several calendula and some mint. And some more calendula and mint. And then we have our first bell pepper with tomato plant. And I went ahead and transplanted the tomato plants, one tomato plant for each bag. And then here's our next tomato plant with our jalapeno. And here's our next tomato plant with 2 bell peppers. And there's another pretty zinnia. But it's not in the same bag as the tomato plant and the pepper. And then we still have our chamomile just coming along. The yard people blew all the grass into the pot, but that's okay. The chamomile's still doing good. And then with this pretty zinnia right here, y'all look at that. We have another marigold, some mint, and a calendula. And then back here we have a marigold and another zinnia and a calendula and some mint. And then I'm not quite sure what this one's gonna be, but that's okay, we'll see. And here's the lettuce that I'm letting go to seed so I can collect those. And then here's that greenery that'll eventually have some purple flowers. Oh, you know what? That's catmint right there. I don't need that, so I'll take that out of the garden because we've got catmint here galore. And we've got catmint and catgrass right here. So we're good. We don't need that catmint. And so then right here we have our watermelons. So Nina, look how well they're coming along. They're just doing so good. And then here's our cucumbers, just producing their little leaves. And y'all, I tell ya, you just never know what a plant's gonna do. Because look at the beans! The stringless beans, the bush beans. They got nuts this week. And then here's our other greenery that'll have some purple flowers. And here's our geraniums looking so pretty. And y'all, this mom is gonna eventually have these pretty flowers. And then this other mom keeps producing. And the lemon balm hasn't quite come out yet, but that's okay. And then any of those that got some celosia seeds, I hope you already put them in your garden, because here's mine that I didn't even think were going to produce. But hey, look, I've got 4 plants doing well. And then here is that jacaranda, looking so pretty and big. And that's a Casper meowing in the background. And here's some lettuce. I went ahead and kept these in here. And then I transplanted the purple and the green in with this other one, since that other stuff in there had died off. And then you may wonder where all the marigolds were at. So I transplanted all the marigolds last night because they were overpowering the zucchini. So I knew that zucchini needed plenty of sun. So this is where I put the marigolds. Look at this one getting ready to bloom real nice and pretty like our one on the other side. And then here's Grandma's plant. The calendula that was in there was not doing good, so I put her a good healthy one that's about to bud. Put her a thing of lettuce in here too. And then of course that marigold. And then we can't forget about the plants like the aloe vera. So let me go on to the other side and I'll show you the other aloe vera. Alright y'all, so here's another marigold and calendula. And here's another aloe plant. And then the basil, I am going to let go to seed. And then once I get good flowers off of it, I'm going to go ahead and just cut that top part off, so then it'll stay nice and yummy. And then here's our Spanish lavender. And there's our last aloe plant. Alright y'all, so this week in the garden was super fun. Tons of stuff just taking off. All those blooms and food getting ready to start. I'm excited. I just can't believe how much happened in a week in the garden. And we did have one hailstorm. It wasn't big hail, but all my protection with the chicken wire and the sheets and the curtains worked. So nothing was damaged. So I was super thankful for that. But I hope you had a good week in your garden. If you're trying to figure out if you want to start a garden, start small. I started small, and now look at how big this garden is this spring and summer. So I am, wow y'all, I watered the full garden like a good soaking last night, and I just couldn't believe how much it took to do that. But I'm glad I did it, because everything looks so pretty this morning. But I hope y'all are doing well, and as always, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I will catch y'all Friday for the weekly weigh-in and for the next garden tour.